Hello everyone, welcome to ixamBee. Embrace the ixamBee learning experience for 50% faster job preparation. The IFSCA Legal Phase 1 exam is now just 10 days away. You have your exam on the 11th of October, right? So how you can strategize in such a manner so that all your hard work actually pays off and you move to phase 2 is very, very important. So these 10 days have to be a combination of a lot of hard work with the right strategy and focus in place. To give you a glimpse into why this is so important, I will talk about the phase 1 results last year of 2024 also. So quickly looking at phase 1, this will have two papers, paper 1 and paper 2. Paper 1 will have 100 questions, 25 questions each of 1 mark from general awareness, English, Quant, reasoning, and your paper 2 will be your legal paper consisting of 50 questions of 2 marks. You can see over here they have mentioned cutoff 30% for paper 1, 40% for paper 2 and aggregate 40%. This is actually the cutoff. The general cutoff is applied. It is not merit based. So this is one of the simplest paper to clear if you are really serious about the exam, right? As you can see, 30 marks from paper 1 you need, minimum 40 marks from paper 2, but in aggregate it should be 80 marks, right? 30 and 40 will not add up, it will give you 70. So you need additional 10 marks to clear the aggregate phase 1, right? Now let's look at what happened in 2024. IFSC had released the marks of all the applicants who had applied and given the exam for 2024 from the legal stream, right? So these were the marks. Analysis of this revealed that for the total 2 vacancies in 2024, this I'm talking about 2024, this year we have 4 vacancies, so they are higher number of vacancies. So for 2 vacancies, the total students who actually gave the exam was 1,653. Out of this, only 25% cleared, which is 423 students. A breakup of how this was structured of these 423 students, the remaining who had not cleared, okay, they had missed the cutoff in all the 3 aspects. Like here I mentioned, there are 3 aspects cutoff that you have to meet. Paper 1 at least 30%, paper 2 at least 40%, and in aggregate at least 80 marks, that is 40%. The number of students who did not clear any of these aspects were 339. So these students, though, I will say, were not serious at all, right? Of the remaining 1300, approximately 1300 students who appeared, the ones who did not clear paper 1, they missed phase 1 because they did not clear paper 1 was very, very high, which was 388 students. While the students who could not clear phase 1 because they did not clear paper 1 were only 3, which means as legal students, you are still very good with your paper 1. What you may be lacking, and many of you may be lacking, is your focus on paper 1. So please remember that for clearing, this is one of the easiest cutoff. Even SEBI applies similar kind of cutoff, a general cutoff, but you have to strategize and use it well. Yes, strengthen your legal paper because it is going to help you in phase 2 also, but do not neglect paper 1. So let's look at some of the examples of students who cleared. Out of this, we said total 423 students who cleared, how the marks had been and how they strategized well to ensure that they keep continuing to focus on their legal subject but ensure that they cleared phase 1, right? So let's look at this. This is a brief of the marks. In paper 1, all those who cleared, the 423 students who cleared phase 1, the maximum marks in paper 1 out of 100, a student had got 64.5. I am assuming this student was good in paper 1 and had been given many more exams. That's why his QRE and GA was good. The minimum marks was 30.25, just bare minimum for clearing the cutoff. And then they must have pulled up their score from paper 2 if that was your strength. So it is very important you understand your strength. right? And then focus on your strength. Do not try to be the master of all to clear this phase. Right, while in paper 2 we've seen highest marks go 97.5 out of 100. So there are people who are very good at legal and they use this information, this strength to clear till the final list, right? While minimum was 41.5, and in aggregate we have seen people clear just on touch and go 80.5, and we've seen high number also go up. Okay, giving you example who may have been good in legal and how they strategize. I have taken example of all those students who got only 30.25 in paper 1. As you can see, some of them even left the one of the 4 subjects. Here this person did not attempt anything in quant. In this case, this person did not attempt anything in GA and in quant and pulled up score only from English and reasoning. Here, this person pulled up more score from English. This person also pulled up score from English while getting average marks in the other 3 subjects. In this case, the person relied more on reasoning and English, right? The point to say here is then they pulled up their marks, but they were very good and pulled up marks in their paper 2 to bring up their aggregate. Right, so it is possible for you to strategize paper 1. How you can do that is, please ensure that at least 2 of your subjects are very, very good. Right, you can choose between GA, English, quant, reasoning depending on what your strength is. You can actually risk completely leaving out 1 subject. I do not suggest leaving out 2 subjects because it can be a very risky strategy, but at least 1 subject you can completely leave out depending on what again is the most uncomfortable segment for you. And avoid negative marking. Don't unnecessarily attempt questions in paper 1 if you are not sure about. And it is very, very important that you practice so that you know which are these 2 subjects of yours that you can rely on, right? In our ixamBee, we provide 10 mock tests for paper 1 specifically for you to practice so that you know, strengthen your marks and ensure that you are clearing phase 1. And paper 1 is not the reason that you are not clearing phase 1. Coming to your paper 2, the syllabus has been given, which we can divide into 3 aspects. That is the essentials. Your essentials will consist of your constitution, the 4 contracts acts of Indian contracts, sales of goods, Indian partnership and specific relief, your CPC. While they have specifically removed Limitation Act, my suggestion will be have a preliminary grants over Limitation Act also, Transfer of Property Act and your Consumer Protection Act. These are must, and you should spend around 4 days now in revising and practicing as many MCQs you can from these particular essential acts. There have been an addition of 5 new topics: SEZ, Digital Data Protection Act, RTI, mediation and IP. These are the new additions as compared to last year. They are relatively smaller acts and focusing on some study notes or revision notes for covering these rather than going through the bare acts would be a better strategy. Focus again on doing as many MCQs as you can from these acts. 1 day you can spare for all the remaining acts, which are mostly something that you study a lot for any exam or even in your graduation and post-graduation: arbitration, administration, jurisprudence, interpretation and important Latin maxims. You can spend another 1 day revising and practicing topics related to these aspects. And lastly, remaining 3 days focus only and only on practice and revision. Don't underestimate the power of revision and practice. This is very, very important for you. If you are a course subscriber, you are already aware you will get summary notes. All the new acts have also been added for you to practice from. There are MCQ booklets that are available for all these acts that you can go through. More than 5,000 questions you can practice at one go, both in the exam format or online or through the PDF format in the MCQ booklets. And please don't forget to practice the mock test. Do 2 today onwards, so that you can spend time in analyzing them also. So do 1 mock test of paper 1 every day and 2 mock test of paper 2 every day today onwards. There are 15 mock tests for paper 2 and there are 10 mock tests for paper 1 that are there in your course. If you do them thoroughly, you can ensure that at least you will be making through the phase 1 and not making the mistake for those 388 users who missed out phase 1 last year because they missed paper 1 cutoff only. If you are interested in enrolling today, there is a 52% discount available on all the courses. Our pedagogy consists of short video lessons, MCQ booklets, study notes, doubt classes, and practice at various level. Wishing you all the best. If you have any other query, you can call on the number below or write us at hello@ixamBee.com.